Good evening. This is Karen on the Lake Stamper over here in Waterford, Michigan. It's Wine Down Sunday and I have my wine. So if you need to get yours, absolutely. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you'd like to order any of these that I show today or anything else, I'll have my links below, and if you get a chance, hit subscribe. Alright, so today we're going to do the the butterfly punch. And again, I used the daisy last week, but I thought it was so cute, I'm going to use it again. And this card is the first card that I made. It's a thank you card. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to use the Bright collection. And I thought this Poppy Parade came out really pretty. I think it's the Poppy Parade. I hope it is. If it's not, let me know. Obviously, 8.5 by 11 card. I just 5.5 on my cut, on my trimmer, and then did a nice bone fold. And then I have a 1/4 inch matting here for that, and that came out quite pretty. I like this. I like the dots. Here's all the other 6 by 6. There's the big dots, the little dots, the stripes, all kinds of really pretty. That'll go with all your Bright collection, which is a lovely collection I like for spring summer. The orange trim that I have here is going to be 3.5 by 4.25, and then I'll put this down because no one's going to remember all this. And my Whisper White is going to be 3.25 times 4. So I used my mementos, and I used the thank you so very much. Came out quite nice, actually. So I already did it, so we wouldn't have to go and do it again. But this one, I thought we'd do anyway. Move that here. So here's the base of my card. Here's what I liked. Now this is what came out of the cut when I did that little punch. Instead of putting a bow there, I thought, what the heck? Why don't we just pop it up and use the nice little butterflies that we got out of this punch, instead of wasting it and throwing it away. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to first get my dimensionals and just bump it up a little bit. I like everything nice and bumped up. So what did everybody do this weekend? Did anybody go out and to a beach or someplace warm, or did you do gardening? I did gardening this weekend. Oh, I went to this one, oh I forgot, I went to this one place called Peace Fest. It's out in Clarkston, Michigan, and all kinds of artwork and just amazing. I saw furniture and artwork and pottery, and it was a lovely day to do that yesterday. Had a great time. It's a cool name. It's called Peace Fest, and they do oils there and all kinds of interesting things. So it was kind of a fun, all kinds of booths, and it was a beautiful day for it. So anyway, here's after I've trimmed it and did all the nice little matting. I have the extra butterflies. You don't have to use them. If you'd rather use a bow like I did on this one, you definitely can do that. I thought, what the heck, why waste it? I may as well use it. So I'm going to just center it really quick. There we go. And oh my God, that's a cute little card, isn't it? So I was getting so crazy, I said, oh, I don't know who I'm going to think, but I can't wait to do all these. Let's have a glass of wine first, okay? Let's have just a sip. Okay, so I got so excited and crazy about these little punchers that I decided to try the daisy. I thought to myself, why don't we do the same thing and see what happens? Now this is pretty thick cardstock, so when you're doing it, what I want to show you, I'll show you on a scrap paper. When you're doing it, it's going to be 2, but what I did is I just put it underneath here and centered it and got it without punching it, and then turned it over, and then I hit, and then I used all my strength on it. I definitely didn't want to do it here because it would move the desk. So I did the basic, the same thing that I did on this one. Again, the stamping from the Butterfly Gala stamp collection. And then I did my punching out of my daisy, and then I had extra daisy. So I said to myself again, oh my gosh, self, let's use it on a different card. So I'm gonna, first off, I'm gonna put a little bow right here, if I can find my Zots. Here we go. Let me get that on there. And I appreciate everybody that's been hitting subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm new at this, and I'm not new at card making, but I am new on the YouTube channel, and I really appreciate you taking the time to hit subscribe. So there you go. Isn't that cute? So sweet. And it's just bright and cheerful, and you don't have to put thank you very much. You could do happy birthday, which was my next idea. I was going to do either happy birthday. I know it's Father's Day coming up. I'd already mailed that out, so I couldn't really show it. That was smart. And so anyway, this is the one way of doing it. And so let's get the second way. So here again, my thank you very much, and here's my nice little base card, and I decided to use the polka dots instead of the stripes. And then this is Granny Apple Green, so we'll do Granny Apple Green with Granny Apple. And let me move my, I'm remembering all the names because everybody and his mother knows all the names, so it's nice to actually know what you're talking about. So since I'm not stamping, I'm gonna obviously glue it down, but if I was stamping, I would have put 4 Zots on the 4 little dots or Zots on the sides, on the very tip, and then I would have punched it, and it would have stayed because it's so good at when you punch out. So let me just center that. And so when I did the punch, I had the green and the white. I messed around with it and said maybe I'll put the green in the front. No, let's put it the white, because it is a daisy, you know. So before I do that though, let's definitely. And then I said, oh my gosh, I've got extra from last week when I did my daisy, so I'm going to show you something else. There. Okay. I think I'm doing a lot of flowers just because I've been outside gardening. And I did some more sod today. I did some more herbs with my basil. I've got 3 different types of basil, so they're really looking good. I'm making spaghetti tonight with all that basil. I know, right? It sounded so good when I was talking about it last week. I said, oh my God, let's do that. So, okay, so it's not, I hope it's not, there you can see it now. So I'm just gonna center that right there. There you go. Now, I had an extra one that I had stamped last week, and I didn't think of this, but I could have done a really cool Granny Apple Green, but I don't think there's a daisy that's that color. But I could definitely just put that right on there. What the heck, right? Doesn't that look cute? And I was trying to use my leftover, so I think what I'm going to do is I am going to do that. So hold on, let's just put on, let's just do, I don't want to stand it up too much because it's already so high. So let's just center it. Nice, 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 like that. And then I had leftover, this is for my paper pumpkin from the last week I did. I could definitely just you know, punch it right in there. It's the same kind of look, but it's got the solid green with the Granny Apple, and then you've got the nice leftover stamp that I did. Thank God I don't throw that stuff away. I know you guys don't either, right? So let's do pearls. I was going to use my Anastasia tweezers. Good for something, right? Okay, so let's get that in there. There we go. Okay. Oh, that looks so darling. Whoops. Let's get that little guy on. What do you think? Cute. Simple. In fact, let's move I think I'll move this so you can actually read it. Maybe I'll glue it down too. That might be, there we go. I think I might like it over here a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's cute. I'm loving these daisies. I'm loving this little puncher. I just love it. And if you've got leftovers, this is what it's all about. If you've got leftover scraps, I've got a whole bunch of scraps now. You know, I mean, I'm definitely going to save this because I can use it for another card, or if I'm off a little bit on a mat, I'll do that instead of throwing something away because it's not perfect. So, you know, these cards are perfect in my eyes because I made them. And any card that you make and you take the time to, they're really precious because people do keep these. Now, going back to these little guys, I thought we would do, instead of doing diamonds, which I love, who doesn't? I thought we'd do the pearls. So I was going to do a little pearl on this little guy right here. What do you think? Probably can't see it, but it does look really pretty. There you go. See? And I don't have any in the orange, but if I did have an orange sequence, I probably would use that instead. But I do have it for my red, and I'll definitely do that for the, you know, I think that's Poppy Parade. I'm really trying to figure out what this orange color is called, the actual color. But anyway, I think these came out great by using the leftovers and not throwing them away. It really can come into a really pretty card. Just adding some embellishments. Actually, let's add something on this one right here. Going right, and you could add them all three going down too. Let's do that. Oh, that one fell right. That one. Oh, where did all the pearls go? There we go. Let's do one more. Perfect. Perfect. Wind down Sunday. There you go. So you can do it with a bow, or you could do it with a leftover from the punch, which is, don't forget, it's got, I had a white and I had the orange in the punch, and so that's why I had double, and then I made it more of a shadowing effect, which came out quite cute. And then this is the daisy. So you've got the positive and the negative kind of look, which is kind of cool. So, well, it's Wind Down Sunday, and I've got my cocktail, so it's about that time. So if you don't have a demonstrator and you would like to have one, just hit subscribe on the bottom there, and I'd be more than happy to help you out, and I'll have the links below if you like to purchase anything. Our annual catalog is out and is live, and if you would like to look at the new catalog, I'll have a downloaded PDF version that you can also look at, as well as if you'd like to have a real version, just send me an email and your address. I'll be more than happy to send one out for you. So have a great evening, okay? Take care. Bye.